And welcome. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Here, Jay, in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Come on, Ed. Can I say it, please?
All right, if you must.
Yes. Trust the process.
It has been quite a process to get to this point, Jay. They have a squad here in Philadelphia. Philadelphia controls the tap. Curling inside. Inside, he scores.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He can finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
Nice hands, big fella. It's Embiid. Good for 2.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Down the lane to lay it in.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Redick. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Nice pass to get things going.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Redick. Redick with a shot, no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Deep right corner. Has a look. And he buries it.
You know, Ed, so many players think the only way they can get big money is on the offensive end. But this is a game about roles. If your role is to be a defender, get your money on that end, please.
To Hill. Hood. Trying to cash in. Hill can't connect. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Simmons brings the ball up court. Navigating through traffic. Simmons won't go. He can do better than that. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Not only does he have the frame, not only does he have the speed, but they called him the young bull for a reason. Let me bring you back to a game where he played against Minnesota. Multiple kids on this team when he played for Alabama got hurt. There were only 3 players for Alabama to play on the court. 3 versus 5. Colin Sexton had 40 points and almost led his team to a victory. That's how easy he makes it look scoring the basketball.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Sexton to J.R. Smith. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Hey, at least this time he puts it up.
Easy pad to the rim.
Dario Saric has really become a big part of the rebuild in Philly, and he's had improved shooting from his first year to his second year because he understands where his shots come from. He's assisted on 99% of his mix. That shows you something.
Corbett. Count the basket inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Shot by Johnson. No good. Corbett. Great feed. Sets it up. Fires the 3. Cleaning the offensive glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Tough make through traffic.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time. First quarter is complete. The Cavaliers with the lead. About to start the second quarter. Both teams very productive offensively at the outset.
I don't know if I'm watching an all-star game or a regular season game, because I'm telling you right now, Ed, if it was the regular season, which it is, by the way, you probably want to see some teams play some defense.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And when a player is running at you full speed and he takes those steps, there's no way you can defend it.
George Hill to J.R. Smith. Oh, nice find for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Simmons. Cavs able to clear the rebound to J.R. Smith. Hill. From long range, George Hill, not sure why he was so wide open, buries the 3.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Simmons to Fultz. Shot by Fultz, no good. Smith with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Cavaliers with the basketball. George Hill to Clarkson. Probing the defense. Shot misses there by Clarkson.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Markel Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Oh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 0, Kevin Love.
Clarkson to George Hill. The screen sets him up for two.
One can make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia to Redick. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Clarkson with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. To Love. Big finish at the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
To Fultz. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Working hard on the glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
On the follow. Way to stay with it. Sixers have the basketball. Gets it in the right corner. Redick. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Redick. Nothing going here on that drive. Redick. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Clarkson with the basketball. Up 6. Scores from the post.
Nothing better than seeing some fake hustle. Player to coach. Coach, I was there. Coach the player. No, you weren't.
Redick knocks it down from mid-range. Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Consider enrolling your son or summer basketball camps. Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 23, Wilson Chandler.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Redick to Fultz. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. Sexton to Rodney Hood. It's denied by Embiid. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Sexton. to Love. Able to convert inside.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Runner's good there.
Everybody knows the story about how Markel's shot really struggled last year. I got the cure. It's called amnesia. Last year never happened. This year is the only year that matters. Let your game continue to establish itself, and your game doesn't have to be what it was before. It can have its own new dimension.
The quarter comes to an end. The Cavaliers have the lead.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Cavaliers will start the second half with a decent lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The 76ers are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers struggle to play the angles and allow too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of the situation.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was gold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Hill to Love. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. In the front court comes Simmons. His guys trail by 10. Baseline drive. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Cavs at the controls. George Hill to Love. Sizing up the defense. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Inside, he scores.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Hill into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Hill charged with the board. To Covington. Fires the three. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
And Jay, they call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Hood. To Love. For three, they dared Kevin Love to beat them, and he did with the trifecta.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Simmons to Redick. Here's a chance from long range. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Love. Redick with it. His guys trail now by 4. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Hill to Rodney Hood. Hood shot, no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Count the bucket for 2.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Oh, they called the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Substitutions, Cleveland.
Smith. Corbett to Colin Sexton. Doesn't get the bounce.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Shot from the lane won't go.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
Cleveland has the basketball. Sexton to J.R. Smith. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. In close there. 2 points on the board.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Can't miss those. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for Philadelphia, number 20,
Markelle Fultz gets it in the left corner. Beyond the arc for three. The rebound's cleared by the Cavs. Clarkson with the basketball. The deficit is 6. Lets it fly from long range to Simmons. The shot by Simmons won't go down. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Clarkson to J.R. Smith. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Off the assist.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
19-footer at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. It's the Sixers out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Sixers control. Fultz to Redick. 4-3. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Love. Cruises inside for 2.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. Hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Markelle Fultz to Covington from long range. Robert Covington is long, and it pays off with the 3.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
To Korver. Look out, Larry Nance Jr.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Fultz. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. To Rodney Hood. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
free throw. Count it. It's a three-point play. And the lead up to 8. Cavaliers with the basketball. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Thompson to Hill. To Corver. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Redick buries it on the catch and shoot.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Christian Thompson with the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Fultz has a look. It's good. Sexton. Fultz there for the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, that's a scary thing to watch.
George Hill, not sure why he was so wide open. Buries the three.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Fultz. Off the iron. No good. Sexton to George Hill. Gets it in the right corner. Smith shot, no good. To Embiid. Shot by Embiid won't go down. Smith with the basketball. His guys down 11. To Hill. Runners good there.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Fires the three. First one goes down. He delivers with 2 free throws. Hits all 3 free throws. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Hill. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is the difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Smith. Hill. Off the mark. To McConnell. For three. Like the confidence. Tough shot there for McConnell.
Ankle check right here.
Hill. And the rebound taken by Chandler. Joel Embiid. Second effort. Oh, and a putback.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Inside, he scores. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious. They continue their unbeaten run. Red hot to start the season. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers added a win with today's solid victory. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Cavaliers didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Simmons put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.